Yeah. It's episode 9 of the Dusky Boy podcast. We got the great Andrew Hales on this episode. Lahwf, one of the original pranksters on YouTube. Andrew has inspired a lot of people to make YouTube videos, from pranking until his chatting with videos, where Andrew used to interview a lot of different types of people. Andrew would interview YouTubers, random people that were conspiracy theorists, millionaires, stock traders, people with depression or that were suicidal, and people from all walks of life. His chatting with videos were huge inspirations for me to make my own podcasts, and originally I started doing them as chatting with like friends and people I met, and then it turned pretty much into this podcast. Thank you for the inspiration, Andrew. I've only done 9 of these podcasts, and I am trying to do more and more. And the one thing I've noticed from past ones too, but especially this one, is that I use the word like a lot. I'm trying not to use filler words anymore, whether it's like or just yeah. I'm trying to work on my conversation skills. I'm still studying each video that I do. I watch all of it before I edit it, and then I edit the video, and then after I post it, I'll usually watch it like 1 or 2 more times after. This conversation wasn't really like an interview type of like me trying to ask about a bunch of like starting YouTube and like what got him into it. Is more of just like a normal conversation, which was what I was going for originally. I did want to know about like some of like his recent YouTube videos and what he's into, and kind of just like his life. Got personal at times, kind of, but it was a good conversation. Please enjoy this episode. Check out Andrew's website, his Instagram, and his YouTube page. I have linked everything below. And don't mind the awkwardness in the video. Relax, get a bag of Swedish fish, and enjoy the podcast.
Do you want me to plug in a microphone?
It sounds good right now. You're just using like a phone?
No, I'm just using I'm just using the computer right now, so.
Yeah, it sounds fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
How many podcasts have you done?
This will be my 9th one.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's like the premise? What do you interviewing people?
Yeah, I started off with I love watching podcasts. That's like basically all I watch. I don't watch like a lot of TV shows or movies anymore. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, if I like watching them, I might as well just start like talking to people. And so started off with like me like basically interviewing my friends. And then now I'm like trying to get people that interest me. So like whether they're YouTubers, I'm trying to get like musicians too. Like the last one I did was with a hip hop group that I'm like really into. And then after this one, I'm doing another artist I saw on Adult Swim, like live stream a concert a few months ago. And he said he was down to do that. So just people that interest me or that I watch like on YouTube, listen to on Spotify, basically.
Oh yeah. That's how I started the chattings. I started out interviewing all my friends and then kind of worked my way up.
Yeah, dude. On it, like my first like 2 or 3 podcasts, I didn't like have like a podcast title, so I used chatting with as my titles because of your videos. So it was like chatting with, it's like my friend, but it's like chatting with a photographer, chatting with Robert or like whatever it is. And then I was like, all right, I gotta like name my actual podcast. And then I just named it like Dusky Boy.
Dusky Boy.
Yeah. But thanks for doing this, man. Like,
yeah, man.
This is like not even, it's like weird because I've watched like a lot of your videos from the past, starting with like the pranking back in the day. Mm-hmm. And then like there was a time where I just wasn't watching a lot of YouTube, but then I came back to them maybe like 5 months ago. You're doing like like relationship videos and like money videos and like the life after death videos, like those types of videos. And I personally like those a lot more than like the pranking and stuff.
Oh, really?
Just seeing like the progression and just like the different stuff you're doing. A lot of variety.
Yeah, I kind of had another like streak where I think I did like 20 videos in July this last year. It was like really, it was amazing for me, for the channel.
Yeah.
So yeah, those were a lot of, I'll probably get back to those soon because I don't want to like, I don't know. I know it's really good to have a set format that everyone can expect.
Yeah.
And that helps the growth of the channel, but I get bored so easily. So I just want to keep it like just a general vlog channel, I guess.
Yeah. I like that variety for sure.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to find, I guess, my style or like what people expect. Cause I was doing I only have like 9 podcasts now, but like just like skits and trying to write like videos, like for whatever, for fun.
Right. It's weird. It's on one hand, you don't want to divide your audience, a lot of my audience, but on the other, you don't want to limit yourself and be stuck in a corner.
Yeah. You think like most of your audience are like young males or?
Yeah, I think the analytics say it's at least 90% male.
Yeah.
I think when I was doing the chattings, it might have got down to 80% male, but all between like 18 and 35 mostly.
Nice. So. Yeah, I see like I was reading like a lot of the comments like the other night and then like before this, like a lot of like support like for you, just like working, doing the videos. Like it's pretty cool to see that, like all the positivity.
Yeah, I have a really nice audience.
Yeah.
Well, for the most part, there's still a few sticklers, but yeah, and especially during the live streams, some of them are really generous, and that's been paying the bills too.
Is that on YouTube, the live streams? Yeah,
I've been doing them on YouTube. I should probably do them on TikTok as well, but yeah.
I don't even know you could do that on TikTok. I'm not into TikTok. I had it for like a few days and I really couldn't get into it.
A lot of it's trash, but
yeah,
I don't know. It's like it's kind of part of the job in a way.
Yeah.
You just kind of have to dip your toes in everything a little bit.
That's true. Do you plan on doing more like podcasting or like chatting with, or sticking with like the vlogging kind of, just all of it still?
I've been meaning to. I probably will. I was planning on doing chatting with for the rest of my life, but the pandemic kind of just threw me off. And then I went into this rabbit hole of alcoholism and
same,
and got lazy and stuff. And but yeah, I'll get back to it.
Damn. Alcoholism, what happened there?
Well, the quarantine, we were probably drinking. Well, my girlfriend and I, we had just met like a month before, and all we did was drink all day, every day. And it kind of that started like the spiral a little bit, and I just hardly uploaded. I think I uploaded maybe 3 times a month at the most, or no, not even, like once a month in 2020. It was bad. Mm-hmm. Then when I tried to do the chattings again, it was, they didn't get as many views, and the vlogs were getting more views. And so I like kind of just stopped caring about the chattings, but I don't know.
Did you want to keep it like in person? That's why like COVID kind of stopped that, like not doing like Zoom calls.
Yeah. I hate Zoom.
Me too. I hate it so much.
Have your podcasts, have any of them been in person?
Yeah, I started off with in person. In the last, I think the last 2 have been on Zoom, just because like either the people were like too far from me. Like the last guys, one was in San Francisco, one was like upper LA, and then you're in Nashville. So like, yeah.
It's definitely like there's so much more like electricity and chemistry when it's just you're both in the same room.
Oh, for sure.
And Zoom is like, ugh. So that kind of wrecked it a little. And so I don't know, but now like we're coming out of the pandemic, I might as well like rev up again and really go for it again, the chattings.
Have like people hit you up at all to like be on them recently, or like in
Yeah, a few
videos?
people. And I have filmed a few. They're just really boring.
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, and I kind of want like the first one that I might be perfectionist, but yeah, I just want the first one to be really good as a comeback for the chattings. So I keep kind of putting it off. I've probably filmed like 5 or 6 interviews in the last year, and then I just scrap them because, well, one, they're over Zoom, and so it's already shitty. And then 2, it's just like not even that interesting. So
Yeah. Damn.
It'll be like something like bleak, like chatting with a guy who has a small, tiny house or something, like something that's like, I don't know. And
where do you find these people?
They're like people that have emailed me, volunteered, and I'm like, all right, yeah, let's try it out. But then I try to edit it later, and I'm like, this is so boring.
Do you like recently on like your latest videos? Is it like awkward editing and like watching yourself, like, or are you just like kind of used to it?
Yeah, I don't like watching my videos with other people.
Yeah.
I don't like watching them when I'm alone too.
Yeah.
unless I'm drunk, then I can bear it. But yeah, no, usually it's not comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah. How's Nashville been? How long have you been there for?
We've been here since October.
Okay.
So like 4 or 5 months. And it's great. Yeah, we love it. Carly likes her job. She's a server at a restaurant, and she makes a ton of money there, and rent is really cheap, and Bonnie likes it. There's plenty of parks everywhere, and it's a lot colder than I thought it would be. And
yeah.
So, but yeah, luckily the spring's coming soon, and we're excited to go to all the lakes around here in the summer and check all that out. But yeah, we're slowly building our like network and stuff.
Is the city life there pretty like lively?
Oh yeah. There's a street called Broadway, and it's like Vegas. People, it's so loud and noisy, and yeah, huge party city. I think there's like a lot of bachelorette parties come to Nashville.
Nice. Do you like go out a lot and like go to like the bars and stuff like that?
Not really. We'll go to Broadway like maybe once every 3 months. So we've only been there like twice, but yeah, it's more of like a college crowd, and we're getting a little too old for it.
Yeah. So like the exploring like the lakes and like the outdoors is kind of like where you guys are sticking to.
Yeah,
like chilling.
That's kind of what we're excited about, but it's just been too cold to do anything outside lately.
Yeah.
Have you been to Nashville?
No, I haven't. I'm going to Virginia next month, or like in like 3 weeks, to see my brother. He moved out there like 3 years ago. He lives out there with his girlfriend.
Cool.
But I haven't been out of state for a long time. I think the last place I went to was, I don't even know, honestly. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Probably like Nevada. I think I went to like Vegas.
Huntington. Yeah, Vegas I used to go to Vegas all the time in college, but I'm like totally sick of it now.
I went once when I was like 14 for like a family trip, so I didn't really experience it. And then I went briefly, but I went to, I think it's Pahrump, the city of Pahrump. We're like Pahrump, like Nevada.
Pahrump.
Yeah, it's like outside of Vegas. And they have like a bunch of like the fireworks outlet stores. So I went there. Man, it's been a long time now, but to go buy a bunch of fireworks with my buddy. And then we just like drove through Vegas. So that was like the last time, but I didn't like do anything in Vegas at all. Cause I don't know. I don't drink anymore. Like during COVID, I was like the same. I was drinking like a bunch of just like whiskey and stuff. Like I wasn't depressed or anything. I was just drinking a lot with like my brother or family.
Everyone was like drinking and they're just bored and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Then that after a few months, that like turned me off hardcore to drinking. And then once I was at the dispensary, I was just smoking a bunch. And then recently I just like stopped everything. I'm a lot more happier, I guess, for now, like not doing anything.
I've been taking a lot of kratom lately. You heard of kratom?
No. What's that?
It's weird. A lot of people haven't heard of it, but I guess it's kind of become, it's like, it's big on Reddit. There's a big community on Reddit for it. It's like this, you get it at smoke shops. It's like this herbal supplement and it's kind of like a natural painkiller, like a natural opioid. And people take it to get off opioids. I never got into those, but I started taking kratom and it feels really good.
Interesting. Is it? Yeah. Do they have it in California too?
They should. Yeah, it might be
smoke shops.
It might be smoke shops. It might be banned in a few counties, but I was able to get some last time I was in LA. So
I'll have to check that out because like the last thing I was doing or smoking, which isn't like hardcore, but I was like smoking like a bunch of CBD cigarettes to like try to stop smoking weed. Yeah, and like they don't do anything.
Well, I mean, if you're in a good place, I wouldn't even bother with kratom. You know, it's
yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So
yeah. Do you
get by though?
Yeah, I was curious. Like, do you watch like any podcasts at all? Like currently, or like did any podcast inspire you to make the chatting with videos, or like do you just like kind of start doing them?
Yeah, I had been wanting to do some kind of interview show for years while I was doing the pranks. And then I finally started doing it. And I started out doing my friends and then, you know, a few popular YouTubers I knew, but I didn't really nail it until I started, you know, doing the different categories where I was like chatting with, you know, conspiracy theorists, chat, you know, random people with the random topics. And but no, for the most part, I don't really listen to many podcasts. Maybe Joe Rogan, a little bit, but yeah, I'm getting into them a little bit. I found this one today called Time Suck with Michael Cummins.
Time Suck. Let's check it out.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Is it like a comedy podcast?
Yeah, it's comedy, and he just kind of talks about like cults and evil stuff and just disturbing facts of history and stuff like that. Yeah,
sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watch Joe Rogan too a lot. I know a lot of people don't like Joe Rogan, but
he's pretty diversive. I don't know.
Diverse, yeah.
Diverse one. No, what's the word?
For sure he is.
Like, like you either hate him or you love him.
Yeah. I watched a lot of Joe Rogan too, or like I just saw a whole like plethora. Like, do you know who Lex Friedman is? Mm-mm. He's like I think he's from Ukraine, and he's been on Joe Rogan a few times, but he's like I want to say he's like a scientist, but he's like very smart in like AI, and like he's a coder, and his recent podcast was, I think, like a day or two ago with Mark Zuckerberg. He's done like he did like the CEO of Pfizer, but he does like Elon Musk and all these like very smart people. Like,
I think I do know who he is. Yeah.
He always wears like a black suit and a tie.
Yeah.
Like super soft spoken, like, but very smart guy.
Yeah. When I look at another browser, am I still on camera?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. All right, I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Lex Friedman.
I'm not like the hugest fan of Mark Zuckerberg, but it's just like interesting to watch like someone interview him and like talk about the metaverse and like all this stuff that's going on. And it's like, it's so interesting.
Metaverse. Yeah. I still haven't like dove into that. Yeah. I don't even know how that works at all or where to even log into it.
I'm scared to do it, man, because like I feel like I would get like addicted or sucked into being like in a virtual world pretty much.
Yeah, a lot of people are, World of Warcraft and whatnot. Luckily, I never.
Even worse than that, dude. Imagine being like 12 years old right now, coming home from school every day, or doing like a Zoom call for school every day. Then you put your headset on, you're in there for like 10 hours talking to all these random people on the internet. Like it's like cool, but it's also really bad for mental health, I want to say. And just like kids growing up in this like fake world, basically.
It's like social. Well, I don't know anything that. Can you like talk to people? In
man.
Metaverse? I know, but like talk like this, or is
yeah. So I've done it. My older brother has one, and before he moved out, I was with all my friends in here, and like we put it on, and they have like the I think it's called like the VR chat. And so like you can like pick your avatar. You could be whoever you want, like any movie character, cartoon character. You can make your own, and you walk like into these worlds where these people are. And it's like the headset has like a microphone and then like speakers, and you can talk to like anyone. And like there's so much like perversion, so many people cussing each other out, fighting, just like weird stuff going on. And like I heard kids that were like 10 years old.
You can still stay anonymous.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like you can see these people walking around like in these rooms in these worlds. You can talk to them like from kids 10 years old to like any age. It's like insane. And it's all free too. All you need is like the headset, which is like $300 at Target.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds like that would be fun during like another quarantine.
Yeah. I mean, there's also a lot of good stuff going on though too. Like I guess good, but like people can like have shows in there. Like if you're a stand-up comedian, you could do a show in there, or like if you have like friends like out of the country or out of state, you can like, I guess, hang out with them, like do stuff, which is cool too. But I don't know.
Yeah. Fan meetups.
Yeah. Imagine doing that fan meetup in the metaverse. I mean, it's already happening, but it's different.
I gotta watch some YouTube videos on the metaverse and just learn up on all that.
It's based. Have you seen the movie Ready Player One?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically becoming that. Like, yeah,
it's like that, but you can't really like drive cars yet or anything.
I think you can. Like, you can do a lot. There's like, you can play games. Like they have a bunch of like interactive games. You can watch YouTube. You can watch movies. Like you just sit there, and there's like this big screen, but it looks kind of far away. But you can like watch a full on movie while just sitting there, and like observing people like wearing them or like being like in the world sometimes is weird because like they're just sucked in there and like just sitting there like zoned out. But I guess it's the same for like TV. Like I don't watch a lot of TV because it's like mind numbing to me, and like I feel like I'm not like learning a lot. Like I watch movies sometimes or like Seinfeld, but that's why I'm like a huge fan of like podcasts, because I like conversations and like real people talking. I think.
Yeah, I think podcasts are at least a little more educational than TV.
But I guess it's all preference too. Yeah.
What's this IMAX thing in the back you got here? This Get Back?
Oh yeah, I'm a huge Beatles fan, and the end of January, they were showing the whole Beatles rooftop concert in IMAX, like in Irvine.
Wow.
So I went with my buddy, watched the whole thing, and they give out like these posters and then like some other stuff too.
Get Back. That's like, I could like watch that now. I could like download it.
If you have Disney Plus, Peter Jackson made like a whole series. It's almost like 8 hours long. There's 3 episodes, all about 2.5 hours long. And it's them recording like the Let It Be album and then playing their last concert ever. With like a bunch, like 60 hours of footage that no one's ever seen.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
It's long, but it's good.
Yeah. If you like the Beatles and making music and stuff.
Yeah, I just bought this guitar too. You can see, bought it like a few days ago.
Oh, are you pretty good?
No, I last night. I don't know anything about like playing guitar, and it was like very intimidating before I like started a few days ago.
Mhm.
I used to like make a lot of, or like beats and stuff for fun because that's so funny. I was gonna like segue into this anyways, but like I was like, if I like music so much, like I love all types of music.
Yeah.
Like I might as well just start trying to do it for fun since it makes me so happy. So I've been like just learning, like watching YouTube videos, learning different chords, like beginnings of like basic songs.
Hmm.
And then like I also have like about this adapter for my iPhone where I can like record straight into it. And like so I'm just messing with that, just trying to make like little songs.
Yeah.
But
I've tried to learn guitar. It's like the hardest. It
dude,
hurts my fingers so much.
yeah, I had to get over that. Like my fingers hurt right now. I'm trying to like build a calluses up because like going back and forth and just like I need to like stretch my fingers because like just holding them on the string sometimes just hurts so much.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like people that play guitar or like any instrument basically like that's such a crazy skill to have, I think, and like it's super cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of at the point where if I'm ever going to do anything in music or music industry, I'm just going to either I'm going to be like a producer or like I'll like
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, like I'll direct a guy to do everything. And
yeah, that's how I felt too, to be honest. Like producer, director, like something like that, or like creative director, whatever it is.
Yeah, like the same way Jobs he couldn't code, but he kind of had the vision with Wozniak or whatever.
Yeah.
So
that's how I kind of felt too with like doing this podcast. I was like, originally I was like so hooked on music. I'm like, if I like music, I can like start making it. I could be behind the scenes, or like this podcast could just be me talking to like musicians or artists I'm like super into. But then I was like, I want to do like other creatives also that like I like a lot.
Yeah. I mean, so what's Joe Rogan's genre? Just like pretty much anyone goes on there.
Yeah. Just anyone that like interests him. Yeah. Which I guess that's another inspiration too, just talking to like people that interest me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna see like, yeah, music definitely makes me the most happiest, or at least is my favorite thing. Like what I want to see, like what makes you like the most happiest, like
me?
Yeah. Like not counting like any like family or like people that you love, like just like something, yeah, like a hobby or something like that.
I watch a lot of films. I watch a lot of movies. I feel like I've seen more movies than most people I've met. Like even like a lot of the top 10 foreign films in each country and everything else. And
yeah,
I've even started to watch a lot of the old stuff from like the 50s and the 60s. And I like studying film and reading books on cinematography and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess, and like, yeah, I'll wake up at like 6 a.m. Mm-hmm. And since I woke up that early, I'll reward myself with a movie. And so I'll start the day watching a movie and then I'll get to everything else.
So like that gets you going on like with your day, like if you watch a movie like in the morning like that.
And then I end it with another movie.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Like that's cool that you're like super into it, like the cinematography and stuff. Cause like anyone can watch a movie and enjoy it, but like you like the art of it, like the creativity of it and stuff like that, which is super cool.
Yeah, I guess it's not really a podcast, but the Hollywood Round Table with like all the actors and directors. Have you seen that on YouTube?
No, I could like assume when it is, but yeah, I haven't watched that.
You know, it'll be like Tom Hanks across the table from a bunch of other actors, and they're all just talking about stuff. And I'll listen to those.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Like do they have one on do you have HBO?
Like an interview type show on HBO?
It was like the Harry Potter cast. I think they had.
Oh
So
yeah,
it was like a
I think I
reunion
saw
or
that
some shit.
thumbnail. But I don't like fantasy films.
No.
Yeah, but it's kind of like the one genre that I don't really like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, like whatever. Like it's like if you have a conflict in the story, why don't you just make some magic potion and fix it? I don't get how people. There's like no story in fantasy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I used to be kind of into like The Hobbit and stuff like that. Kind of Harry Potter too when I was a kid, but then I don't know. I just like more real stuff, I guess.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've seen the Lord of the Rings, but yeah, I only saw one of the Harry Potters.
Yeah. Do you go through like phases, like different like genres of movies, or like you go sci-fi, then you go like comedy or like romantic movies or whatever?
No, I mean, I like everything except fantasy and sci-fi, not really as well, because that's the other thing with this is they invented the whatever, and now they can breathe in space or whatever. I don't know. I mean, sci-fi is not as bad as fantasy, but yeah, the probably everything else though, horror, comedies, drama.
You huge fan of like documentaries too?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Have you seen any like recently that you're into?
Documentary, a recent good one.
Are you a fan of Kanye at all?
Kanye West?
Yeah.
I started watching that. I
Genius or whatever.
The right mindset to watch it. I have to start it over again.
Yeah.
Some movies you kind of have to be like in the right. You have to be ready for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that looks good. I'm trying to think of something I watched recently, a documentary. I just watched How to Fix a Drug Scandal on Netflix. You see that?
No.
Yeah, I think that's on Netflix. That was pretty good.
Like I started the Kanye one. I'm like almost done with the first part, but it's like the same thing. Like you got to be like the mood or to watch it. And I'll just like go back to like watch. Yeah, patience.
And yeah, you have to like kind of put your phone away and just really be present with it.
Yeah, honestly.
So
like I can like, do you have like any movies that you can go back and just like watch like over and over like parts of it rather than like starting like a new movie that you want to watch?
Yeah, definitely. I've seen No Country for Old Men probably about 10 times. Seen As Good as It Gets 10 times. What else? Gone Girl. I've seen that a million times.
Never even seen any of those movies. Like, really? Yeah, I really don't watch a lot of movies. Like, honestly, like this Beatles thing when it first came out, and still, like, I'll just go back and watch like the last episode of like the concert that they did, just like observing, like seeing things like I didn't see before, and just like listening to the music over and over rather than watching like a new movie. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
No, yeah, I rewatch movies to study them, and I study every little angle and how they set everything up and the editing of that certain scene and all that. So I feel like I mean, at the end of the day, it's probably, it's just an excuse to sit on your ass. but it's also, you can just make justifications like, oh no, I'm studying and I'll be a director someday.
Yeah. So, have you ever acted like in a movie before or like done any behind the scenes for any film?
Yeah, I did this. I did this little cameo in a movie called Shit House. It's this indie film, and I think it's on Amazon. It might be on some like channel like Stars or whatever. But I make a little cameo in that, and that's the only movie I've been in.
Shit House. Is it a comedy?
It's what's it like? It's like this kid that goes to college and he's depressed and he meets this girl, and it's kind of, I'm trying to think of what movie it's like. I don't know. Yeah, It's like a indie comedy. It has a very indie feel to it.
Have you been going? Are you like a big theater person too? Like, or do you prefer staying at home?
I love the theater. Yeah, that's an excuse to eat candy and junk food.
That's true. Like,
Popcorn.
yeah, like I don't watch a ton of movies, but I'm like a huge fan of like certain movies. Like, I love like all the Jackass movies a lot. Like, I don't go to the theaters.
You see the new one?
Yeah, I saw it twice in theaters. Like, I was obsessed with it. And I watched it in theaters, and then I came home the next day. I watched all three before that, and like the parts of the show too, and went back the next day to watch the fourth one again.
Wow.
Just because I'm like,
Jackass is great. People kind of underestimate them. They're because it's at the end of the day, it's like a documentary, and this guy's kind of like being stupid, and it's really funny.
It's funny, but like it's also
really fascinating
different and like super like creative, like in their art form too.
Yeah, they're artists in their own way.
Yeah. And then I saw. Have you seen Licorice Pizza?
Yes. Paul Thomas Anderson. He directed There Will Be Blood, which I've seen like 10 times too. But Licorice Pizza was all right.
Was it too cheesy for you?
I didn't love it that much. It's worth like one viewing, but I wouldn't. I don't need to see it again.
Yeah, I saw that. I was going to see that again in the theater, but it was really good. It was just kind of long.
Yeah. Super
and
long.
Then another one too. I remember watching, like, I don't know when it came out, but Once Upon a Time in Hollywood by Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, I love Tarantino, but that wasn't his best work either.
Really? You didn't like that one?
It was cool.
Or like compared to like his other ones you're more a fan of?
Yeah, Django and Bastards were phenomenal.
I haven't seen those ones, but I've seen Reservoir Dogs. I like that movie a lot. His first one.
Reservoir Dogs is good. You seen Pulp Fiction?
No.
Yeah. I like Pulp Fiction better than Reservoir Dogs. But Bastards and Django are his two best in my opinion. Yeah,
I've heard like such good things about both those movies.
Once Upon a Time is like kind of slow. It doesn't like get violent until the very end, and it's a lot of build up. But it's still a good movie. It was still like something I was anticipating like that whole year because I love Tarantino. But yeah, Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, I guess the music was pretty good in there.
You seen True Detective?
Nah,
that's good.
If I had to like choose like a genre of movies I like watching the most, probably be comedy. Like cheesy, just like stoner comedies, I guess.
Yeah. Like Superbad was one of my favorite movies.
That's a good one. Or like I'm a huge fan of like I was just talking to all my coworkers yesterday about Mike Myers, like Austin Powers, or like Wayne's World. Like they're super cheesy, but yet like they're like comedy classics in my opinion.
Yeah, they're like lighthearted, and you don't really have to like. You can kind of watch those anytime, and just they're kind of relaxing.
They can also just be like good background movies too.
Right. Yeah, we put on Superbad the other night when we had friends come over. To play some board games. You got to watch True Detective season 1 though.
What's it on? I'll write it down right here.
Yeah. HBO season 1, True Detective. All the other seasons are shit.
What's a movie I should watch too? I'll watch one tonight. Like highly recommend.
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl?
Yeah, write down Gone Girl, There Will Be Blood, No Country for Old Men. As good as it gets.
The Andrew catalog.
Yeah. The Andrew list.
Should No Country for what?
I should do a vlog just called 100 movies Andrew wants you to see or something.
You should.
Yeah.
People want those recommendations, man, because they don't know what to watch.
Yeah. We're all just staring at screens all day, you know?
Yeah. You ever just like feel like way overstimulated and just like want to turn everything off and not even listen to music or anything, just sit like in the silent room?
Yeah. I think it'd be fun to do like a documentary where I just stop everything. No TV, no phone, no nothing, no screens. And I do it for 3 months. And I also only eat like celery, potatoes, and water. And I would call it like gnashing of teeth, my withdrawal from everything. And because like, yeah, it would be so uncomfortable at first, but then it would probably make me really happy by like the 3rd month or something, you know?
Yeah.
And I'd probably discover stuff about myself that I didn't know before.
Did you discover anything you think like during, I guess, the last 2 years of COVID that you didn't know about yourself? Because I know like COVID affected everyone like a little differently. And like,
yeah,
I would say for the whole time for me, like I wasn't ever like down really or depressed. I like at least found out a lot of things about me that I didn't know about, or like how I was acting towards people or things like that.
COVID, it just kind of confirmed that I love doing nothing all day.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun. Quarantine was fun. And then it was just like an excuse because now we couldn't go outside. We couldn't do anything. And so it was like so relaxing. It was like one long snow day for me. But
I think that's one thing a lot of people they won't admit it, but like they can do nothing all day and like be okay with that. As long as they have like food and like somewhere to like be and like just chill basically.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you're like introverted, I love just absorbing, you know, great movies and just consuming information. And I've been Reddit. I spend a lot of time on Reddit and Ask Reddit and just reading people's comments. And I've done that for like hours at a time.
Is it for like your own channel or like for like anyone?
Just for myself, just for fun.
Because I don't really go on Reddit, so I never got the whole like. I have friends that are addicted to Reddit, but like I just never really went on it.
It's just really interesting. Everyone's anonymous and everyone's talking about everything and everything. It's organized. So you can like go to the skateboarding Reddit page and everyone's talking about skateboarding. You can organize it for like the top post of that week going down, and just kind of, it's really interesting what people come up with. And just also there's like but like the best ones are like the confessional ones. There's one called True Off My Chest. And these are like real people just kind of talking about these problems in their life. And then everyone's chimes in, and it's just really fascinating sometimes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I guess the only time I was on Reddit was like, started off, it was like I was watching, or I still do, but like a lot of Joe Rogan, and like I was just going like through like the line of like each new guest. I would watch each like episode pretty much. And then like if there was like a guest that was like super annoying or just like I couldn't stand, I would go onto Reddit and like then I found like his page and then see people like comment and talk about and like relate to like how they felt about each guest. And I was like, that's so weird. Like these people feel like the same about this person like that I do. Like they find him annoying or like they think this guy's super entertaining. Mm-hmm. That's like the only time I've really been on there before. Or like if I like have to Google something, I see like on the suggestion thing, it's like the question or whatever, and then it's like Reddit. So like you see what like people are posting on there about it.
Yeah. Yeah, like abstract questions, kind of like, or I mean, any kind of questions end up on Reddit just because it's a huge sample of people and you can kind of get a good sample of opinions through it.
Yeah. Do you have like your own Reddit page or is it subreddit? Is that what it's called?
I think someone made Lahwf maybe like in 2013, but I think it only has like 200, 300 followers or whatever.
I mean, that's like 300 people there into your videos.
I don't think anyone like adds to it or anything.
Yeah. How's the clothing going for Lahwf?
Good. Yeah, it's good. We're selling merch. Shoplahwf.com. Yeah, I can send you some, or no, I can give you a discount code where it's 100% off.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
Yeah.
How do you run that? Like, is it out of your place or like, is it like outsourced?
My friend does it. He's in Connecticut. He has a skate company. And so I figured it'd be like kind of turnkey for him to just help me out with it. And so he does it all. And then I just shout it out and we kind of just split the percentage of the profits.
Is that all you wear, you think?
No, I'll wear them for the videos but no, I still have like all my old clothes.
Yeah.
But I always try to wear them in the videos just so it so we can sell more. So yeah.
Yeah. I originally started like before this podcast and stuff, like I started my company, which was like Dusky, which was like, it's me, I guess. I say it's like me. I started with t-shirts and I started with like making stickers and it was like kind of like a surf culture company. And like originally it was like me just like ironing on like this logo my friend made. And I was selling them. I was working at In-N-Out at the time and I sold them to like every coworker basically, or just gave them out. And then all these stickers I would like put around like or wherever. And then I was like over like making t-shirts. I was like, so that's when I started podcasting. And I like
how were you selling them?
Either like by word of mouth. And I also had a website that like people could buy them. It was mostly friends and family buying them. But I did sell it to one guy I met off Instagram to Canada, which was like crazy to me. And like, I just remember the shipping being like $30 to send like a shirt.
No, yeah, the shipping and stuff, that's like a bitch. That's like definitely a learning curve.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of different ways to do it. So
yeah, it's cool though.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm glad I finally got it all set up and everything.
You were like selling like watches for a while too, weren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Durden.
Was that like a drop shipping like type of thing?
No, I bought them. I bought them all at once from China and would ship them like 100 at a time. And then I would sell them individually. And I had a little thing that printed out the shipping address and all the supplies. And I would do all the shipping and everything myself.
So that was like out of your like house at the time?
Yeah. The apartment in Hollywood.
Nice. Where's your favorite place you've lived so far, you think?
Probably Hollywood. Yeah, Hollywood, California. It's probably, I spent most of my time in LA there. And just it was just kind of a fun city to be in at that age. 26. Yeah. What have you been to Hollywood?
A few months ago, I got invited by my friend to like originally like record this music video for like this up and coming rapper who's like I don't know, something happened where like I was gonna film this music video with my buddy, but then that turned out like I was doing behind the scenes like video work. So like we drove through Hollywood and there was like one scene I think they shot like on a street there. But other than that, like I've never really been. Oh, actually, that night we actually walked through like on like the Hollywood Strip. I remember it smelled like shit and like piss everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of homeless people on the strip
Yeah,
or the boulevard. Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't go to like LA or like Hollywood really at all.
Huntington
like-
Beach. You grew up there?
Yeah, like back and forth. Pretty much Huntington, like Costa Mesa too. I mean, it's cool. A lot of I go to the like beach a lot, at least during the summertime and stuff. But
I definitely miss the weather in California.
yeah,
Took that for granted. It's probably like 70 degrees right there right now, right?
let me check. Give you the exact temperature. 71. Yeah.
I think it's like 30 degrees right now here.
Does it snow there at all? Nashville?
Yeah, it snows a little bit. Like we got an inch one time, like a month ago.
That's
Doesn't
cool.
snow like a lot, but it does.
Yeah, just like
it snows sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Mammoth like in December and it was like the most snow I've ever seen at the time. Like I think it was like 4 feet and it was so cold.
I never went to Mammoth my whole time in LA.
Really?
Yeah,
Mammoth's like so cool. I mean,
I don't know. I get
but like
bored of it
if you like the lakes and
stuff.
stuff in Nashville, like they got a bunch of lakes and like the outdoors and like all the land you can just explore and like hot springs,
Yeah.
hiking, biking.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would never live there because it would be boring.
Yeah. Depending on your age, maybe. I could like retire in the woods somewhere
Yeah.
or the mountains.
You plan on like moving like in the future again, somewhere different?
No, for now we really like Nashville. We'll probably get a house here like within a year or two. Have a family. That's about it. Yeah. And just do my best to keep uploading and make money. I do have these other ventures outside of YouTube that I'm working on, but I'm kind of keeping them a secret for now.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People
diversify. Yeah. Like people can think they know like everything about you, but like the YouTubing and stuff, just like one little part of your life that people see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it pretty much has been my life for the last 10 years. And so it is weird to like kind of let it go and transition into other stuff and put my energy seriously into other ventures. So
I was gonna like ask like how it feels to be like, in a way, like at least I see it, but like as like a father type figure, like in the YouTube space, from like pranking to like even the chatting with, even to like the more personal stuff now. Like, do you see that in yourself, or like have people told you that before, that like make videos or just even watch them?
yeah, I mean, some of my friends like Chad Churdley's, Ryan, Spencer, Blake, they kind of treat me like a father figure in a way, just because I've been doing it the longest. And I was just, just because I'm doing it. I've done it like 5 years longer than they have. And so I feel, even though we're like pretty much the same age, I'm probably like, I guess I am the oldest, but yeah, they definitely like kind of treat me like the wise guy, the wise man of the tribe or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad. They call me Dad.
Oh, really?
Or Chad does anyway.
Yeah. That's cool.
You watch Churdley's?
I used to. I don't watch like as many YouTubers now, I guess. Like I watch you, I watch like Danny Duncan, and like I'm really into like the Nelk boys. Like like their videos are entertaining, but it's more of like I like the like how they're businessmen and like they're just very smart in like what they do.
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't they come out with a beer? Or no,
With a hard seltzer.
hard seltzer. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
and like they've just blown it up so much, and like they're on like tour right now, like going like to the new states that it's releasing in. Like they're in Texas and then went to Arizona.
Wow.
They're just like doing crazy stuff with that,
Man.
like doing
That's
fashion, alcohol, video content. They have their own website where it's like basically Patreon, but
awesome.
it's like for full send.
Right. Full send.
And they just moved to Orange County too, like this last year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, their warehouse and like studios in like Newport, Costa Mesa area, and they live in Irvine. Yeah, so they left LA to come to Orange County.
Yeah, I only met them like once or twice, and so I barely know them. But yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, like my buddy just ran into one of them at the gym like a few nights ago. Which was crazy for him, I guess, because like we both are like really into them, but like it's like weird seeing like somebody you've watched for a long time on a screen and then you see them in person.
Yeah,
like this is weird, not weird, but like it's like weird to see you like talk to you like on a screen. But it's like if it was in person, like you were saying, like it'd be so much different.
No, yeah,
like surreal.
It's how VidCon is when you see people and you're like, whoa, it's them, like in the flesh.
Yeah.
You've been to VidCon? Yeah, that's kind of near.
No, I've always wanted to go, but like I just heard it's like not the same as it used to be, at least.
Yeah, I haven't been since 2016, I think.
I think it's like what, in Anaheim, the convention center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's right next to Disney World, Disneyland.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of all I had to talk about. I don't know if there's anything else. Like it's super cool.
Do you usually like edit them or do you just kind of throw it up raw?
For the last one, I pretty much posted it raw. There was like maybe like one part where like there was dead space. I was like looking something up that I just like cut out. Oh yeah, I guess I was gonna ask you that about like the editing too, like because I edit like all my videos mostly because I don't want to pay someone to do it, or I don't have like enough money to have someone do it. So I just got like the
expensive.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes, yeah.
I like had my friend do it who's like going to school for like film that's really good, but like it's just the time part where like I just want to do it and then like just post it and just have it up.
Yeah.
And not have to wait a few weeks for it to be done.
Right.
So I just started like I got like Premiere Pro and just started YouTubing like everything. But like do you edit your own videos? Like the
99% of them I have. I'm definitely getting I have like 2 or 3 guys right now that have edited little parts of my videos lately, and I'm definitely getting there where I can just send out the footage and then they send something back and then that would be ideal and just, save a lot of time and just automate the process a little more and upload 3 times a week be the goal.
Yeah. Like when I go to Virginia, there's just like from watching the video before this, like the I Quit video, I think like that's when you were like on the streets of Nashville, right? Or like part of it.
Yeah.
Or like in the city.
So the Broadway. Yeah.
Broadway.
I didn't edit that part. That was my filmer guy. He edited that. And if you could like kind of notice that it was like a different style of editing,
Yeah.
So
like I'm going to try to do that when I go to Virginia with my brother. Like I just have like a little Canon camera and some, try to do some like stuff like that.
Street interviews.
Yeah. I started doing that kind of. I haven't posted any of the videos. Like I went to Venice a few months ago. I went to like this Burning Man event, like on like the boardwalk or whatever, interviewing like artists and stuff. But then I got super sick, and then I just never used the footage. And I don't think there's enough to use it for a video. But I just got to build a confidence for doing that for sure.
It takes a lot of stamina. I always get hopped up on something like Monster or Adderall or whatever.
Yeah.
So
go drink a bunch of coffee.
Yeah. Kratom.
You just like, you were saying like in the video, like you're spitballing. Is that like how it is for a lot of those like street interviews? You just like spitball kind of like questions.
I haven't really done a lot of street interviews. That one we truly didn't know what we were doing. I just didn't have any ideas in my head. And it can be frustrating, but you just kind of walk around and you do something. I was surprised he edited that much out of what we got that night.
When the lady was asking if you're all gas, no brakes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another guy I watched. I watched Channel 5 with Andrew Callahan.
Yeah, he does a great job.
Yeah, so unique and smart.
Andrew Callahan?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be, street interviews. Like I've been wanting to do something like people on climate change and just get a huge sample of people, and that could be good,
Yeah.
Just call it people on.
People on.
And then it would just be a different topic every week.
That's smart.
Yeah, people on rap music or whatever. I don't know.
People on whatever. People in the metaverse. Interview someone while they're in the metaverse with the headset on.
People on drugs. I don't know.
Yeah. What do you got planned for today? Watch movies?
Yeah. Probably go watch a movie. I might do a little more editing.
You said you're posting a video tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a schedule right now, or is it just kind of like you film and post whenever?
I always try to post on either Monday or Wednesday. But no, I do need to be more consistent and do it every Monday.
Is it hard to like find the motivation to like film videos kind of sometimes? Or
yeah, no, I'm like I always wax and wane with my motivation.
Yeah.
One day I'll just feel like doing nothing, and then the next I'll be like, all right, let's go. All right. It's like I just try to, I don't know if it's ADD or what, bipolar or whatever. I just lack self-discipline or something. I don't know. It's something I'm always working on.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm just starting this out and I don't have like a ton of videos, but I feel like the same, like the motivation to like, I find the motivation usually when I find someone that says yes to be on the podcast. Like I remember DMing you it was like 2 months ago, and you said to DM you back in 2 months.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, I put it in my phone, the exact date. I know I DM'd you earlier, but I was like, I gotta have him on the podcast. Like I look up to him in the videos and like in that like way. And I was like, I have to talk to him. So that was super cool. So you actually got back. I was like, that's sweet. And I remember DMing you like in 2017, and I sent you a picture of this dog that looked like Bonnie. Because at the time it was like a long time ago, but I worked at the animal hospital for like 4 years, and I was like, just screw it. Like it reminded me of like Bonnie in the videos at the time. So I just sent you it, and you replied. I forgot what you said, but you just replied to it. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like, it's like a 50-50. I don't know. There's so many DMs I don't see. And because Instagram, I go on that like once a week now.
I try, dude. That's good, man. I try to do that, but sadly I'm kind of addicted to just like scrolling on there.
Yeah, definitely. I'm mostly on Reddit nowadays.
Yeah.
And there'll probably be a new app that I'll be into in a couple of years.
You ever heard of Clubhouse? It's like, it came out, I think yesterday was actually it might have been like the year anniversary, but it's like a all audio social media where like you start either like a room or a clubhouse of like a topic of like whatever topic. And then people join and they can like listen to people talking. So there's like speakers and then there's like the listeners, and then you can like click, like you can raise your hand if you want to be with like the speakers. And it's interesting. Like I've been going on there to like listen to these people like once a week talk about like podcast advice and like making videos. But there's people on there talking about like politics, news, music, people that are like watching movies together, but like sitting in this room listening to like it's different, but it's
Clubhouse.
Yeah. It's interesting for sure.
Okay. You go on, how often do you go on that?
Maybe like once a day. I wouldn't say I'm addicted to it, but I'm a huge sucker for like audio and like listening to people. So it's like super raw and like different. Just trying to like find not advice. Well, yeah, like podcast advice, I guess. That's like all I've been kind of listening to. It started off with me like being super into graphic design and then like listening to artists talk about doing graphic design. And then I didn't go on it for like 8 months. And then I came back to it recently. But honestly, most of it is like, at least all the suggested or recommended things coming up, it's like, it's mostly like politics, which I'm like really not into. So then that just turns me off, and then I just don't go on it a lot. And then go back to Instagram.
Politics are like so fucking boring.
I can't stand politics at all, dude. People get too revved up about it, and that's just like pointless to me.
It's so emotional, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so emotional.
Anything else you want to talk about? Obviously, I mean, at least one person watching this video is gonna know who you are. Because my brother was like, damn, like that's crazy. Like you're talking to Andrew.
I don't know. Just thanks for having me. Do you have a schedule? Do you post every week?
No. Originally I was doing or trying to do like every Monday, but it's like I think I gotta like change it, but I'm very like specific who I like talk to and post. Like I've like recorded a bunch of like different friends or people on the podcast, and I just wasn't happy with like the other person or like myself talking to them. So now it's like my last video was 3 weeks ago, and I'll probably either post this tonight or tomorrow when I get off work.
Okay.
But I'm trying to post more and like find more guests that I'm into.
Cool. Thanks for having me, and check out Lahwf, check out shoplahwf.com.
I want to go check out your website too after this. I've never even been on like the merch before.
Yeah, you can get some socks.
I'm gonna have to get a new hoodie. I need a new hoodie.
Yeah. We have so many nice hoodies.
Sweet, man.
Yeah.
I hope to meet you in person one day for sure.
Yeah. Let me know if you're ever in Nashville.
Yeah. All right, man. Talk to you later.
All right.
See ya.
Yeah.